Discipline is sexy, but devotion is sexier. I say this because we are pushed discipline, especially in these self-help pages, and I understand it. And there is obvious power within discipline, but I feel like for certain groups, discipline feels like punishment. You know, to consume certain foods that are good for you, you have to essentially beat yourself to partake in the ritual that is been said to be advantageous. But when you shift the standpoint from beating yourself into submission of what is said to be good and coming from a standpoint of doing it in devotion to who it is that you know you can be, doing it as an act of devotion to who you are now, eating these foods as reverence for this vessel that you occupy, it allows you to maintain it for a longer period of time. And I say this as someone who doesn't drink, who doesn't smoke, and hasn't done so for years. And I do this as an act of love and true devotion to who I am as a being on this planet. I'm devoted to myself. I'm devoted to living the healthiest, blessed, beautiful life that I possibly can, and using this platform as a way to, you know, somehow share some nuggets of wisdom that may benefit you in the life that you deserve to create for yourself. And I do believe that health is one of the best ways to do so, because it's the foundation. If you're not in the healthiest state mentally, physically, it's very hard for you to live the life that you know that you can and you know that you deserve. To maintain these acts of discipline that are pushed, so go bed at this time, wake up at this time, dress in this way, to be able to maintain the acts that we're told to maintain, you know, to have these become things that we do just naturally comes from devotion. Because some people, they find it very hard to create routines, to have something become a habit. Some people find that very difficult, and understandably so, especially when you're implementing a new habit. But seeing it as instead, oh, I have to be disciplined, I have to eat this way. Shift it as I'm doing this, and it will be great if I do this because I will feel better. I'm doing this because I deserve to eat the best foods. That's what is best for me. That's what works for me. If that's not what will benefit you, then please feel free to disengage. But I no longer do this as a form of, oh, you need to eat good. I do this as a form of devotion, as offering to the being that is me, you know, to give the best to this vessel for it to be able to express itself in the fullest way. And I see that when I don't do that, how everything shifts. The way I perceive the world shifts. And when you perceive the world differently, the world that you are experiencing becomes different. And I know that when I'm not truly being devoted to myself and showing that form of devotion through the actions in which I take, life is not as fun for me. Life is not as joyous as I know it can be. I'm not as accepting of the emotions that come from different things that I may experience. I resist the natural. I resist the inevitable just by way of not being in service and in devotion to myself. We're always told to devote and to be of service to things outside of us. And again, if that works for you, that's fine. Whatever religion or spiritual system you choose, it's not me being against it, but it's also giving that devotion to yourself, because I think this is where everything starts from. Be devoted to you. And I believe it helps these rituals, it helps these routines that people are trying so hard to do become so much easier, you know? But yes, okay. I believe you have taken something that is beneficial or has resonated for you. So, you know, leave some comments, you know, we can have a little chin wag down there. And yeah, I'm gonna love and leave you, but not for too long, because I have so many more videos coming along just for you. But for now, bye.